If you like North Florida wildflowers, you like fire.
We put a fire down here on April 27th, and here we are 5 weeks later, and I am seeing 10 species of flowering plants in bloom, and more with every week that passes. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is called Pideopsis elegantha. Really responding well to this burn. Oh man. And a rare, state listed, and central panhandle endemic. There is a blooming Chapman's crownbeard.
At the Apalachicola Lowlands Preserve, fire has opened up the landscape for plants and animals. And today, we see our fair share of the pretty, the rare, and the just plain cool.
We're completely surrounded by the Apalachicola National Forest here in Liberty County. We have an 80-acre rectangle running north to south. I love into dirt maps like this.
So do I. But here's a graphic for good measure. Decades ago, the Coastal Plains Institute bought this parcel of private property tucked within the National Forest.
And we preserve a patch of the extremely biologically diverse and interesting Apalachicola Lowland area. And we know this area to exist between the Occolocny rivers and the Apalachicola River, and south of the Cody Escarpment.
The property had been, for the most part, in bad ecological shape.
When CPI first acquired this property back in 1992, just about the first thing that we did to the property was threw out a match because it needed a burn big time. It was fire suppressed to the nth degree, but look at it now, 30 years later. The natural condition of a longleaf pine forest is an open savanna where the trees are not so densely packed together that ample sunlight gets to the ground. All of these wonderful flowering plants, herbs, and whatnot get plenty of sunlight. Oh, look at this. Here is a state-listed plant species in bloom. Oh, this is an exciting one. This is Godfrey's false dragonhead. And what a beautiful bloom. This is in the mint family. Oh man, look at that. This is a state-listed threatened species, and it's endemic to the central panhandle of Florida. This is the yellow pitcher plant, Sarracenia flava variety Ruggelii. Look at that. I love it. That red patch, that's so cool.
These are mesic flatwoods with understory plants adapted to fire,
Beautiful bloom,
but that can survive wet conditions. There are also wetland areas here with their own flora and fauna. Let's go back to the map.
One of the most prominent features of our property is this beautiful Blackwater Creek over there behind you that flows across the northwest corner of the CPI Preserve, and then it makes a big arc to the west, comes out, and then comes all the way back to our property and barely clips the southwest corner like that, then continues to flow south itself and on eventually into the mighty Apalachicola River. And out here in the middle of the mesic flatwoods, we have a sink depression wetland. But you know what, as I'm talking right now, looking down into this ephemeral wetland and having a dreamy feeling, I spot a cottonmouth about 30 feet away. This is our prized seepage slope, and it was brought forth to bloom once again after the proper application of ecological fires. I'm going to take you down to see one of the rarest plants out here in this whole Apalachicola lowland area. Shining yellow in the sunlight over there by the edge of the swamp. So there is Pinguicula iamantha.
The seepage slope is full of notable plants and animals.
Oh, and a little oak toad down here. Come here, buddy. This is North America's smallest toad. Well, we've already had a look at North America's smallest toad, but now what I'm holding is North America's smallest frog. This is called the little grass frog, very aptly named. Osceola's plume. This one's white, but as the flower ages, it eventually turns pink and then reddish. Look at this. This is one of the genus Calopogon, pale grass pink.
For Ryan Means, the Apalachicola Lowlands Preserve is more than the many rare plant and animal species found here. This is a place formed by family.
I'm part of a family of conservationists. You know, it started with my mother and my father. My father, Bruce Means. Being his son has afforded me the ability to grow up to be an effective conservationist. My brother Harley, we do a great deal of work out here on this property together. My brother's wife, Tammy, Cameron and Chandler, my nephews. In addition to Harley and me, it's also my wife, Rebecca. She is my colleague. We lead the Coastal Plains Institute together. It's wonderful working with your partner like that. And my daughter, Skyla. She's been out here with me more times than we can possibly count. It is a wonderful privilege being part of the Means family tradition of conservation.
For WFSU, I'm Rob Diaz de Villegas.